All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dublin Shamrocks and our home team. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 3rd down, Noble. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down.
Here we go! Red 38! Red 38! Ohio! Ohio! Watch twist.
On 1st down, Noble. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Still shedding tackles. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. run it now out of the gun. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Looking to throw on second down. Noble, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Now this now, play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long.
Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. 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 Ohio.
Operating from the gun. Noble. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Ohio! Ohio!
On 3rd and 2, Noble. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, we think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! So!
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Black 58 rail! Ace! Here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Dubliners with a football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a 2nd and long to start things out.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45! So! Z! So!
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Z!
Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown! In for the score. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 1st down, Mahomes. The left side throw complete to Adams. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Slow.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 51 yards.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Ace, ace. Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Z, 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 Z. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Green 39. Slow.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On 1st and 10, Noble. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back here right after this. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go. Red 38. Red 38. Flex round. Flex round.
Throwing on 1st down. Noble. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Ohio. 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 Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, Noble. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 37. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Slow. Left. Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Left, 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 left. Here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking deep for Adams. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Slow. Ready. Green, 39. Green, 39. Z.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got Adams on the hookup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, 90. Slow.
And again, it's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Now it's Mahomes again. He is going to find Hill here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Left.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Cooper on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Come on, let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
Oh, yeah.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Riddick with a carry. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
They go back to Riddick. Oh, good move. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Ohio!
Here's Riddick. A little juke, and now running right through him. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ohio! Ohio! Check.
Now Riddick. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Check 43!
From the gun on 3rd down, Noble. And that is incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
And they'll run it here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Left, 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 left! Here we go!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Slow, slow, slow! Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across. The 25. And now out come the Patriots. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Ohio! Ohio!
On first down, Noble. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Noble. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football. But they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bathima Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And down inside the 15 he goes. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Now here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Z!
Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing to start the drive. Noble got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Ohio!
On 1st and 10, Noble. He hits Riddick underneath. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. From the gun, Noble. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quickly.
Down to the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on 2nd down, Noble. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun. Noble. And the pressure gets to him again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go! White 90! White 90!
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ace! Ace! Here we go now. Green, 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail! Here we go now. Green, 90.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Now Mahomes. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ace! Ace!
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Ace! 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 Ace!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a solid pickup of 11, and it's 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week.
You